We're going to give you a good show tonight. I promise you, you're going to have a good time. The first comedian is a regular here. He is a Jew from New York. Give it up for Jeff Simon!
Scotty! Give it up for Scotty. One of the top divorce attorneys in New York City. He's the only attorney I know that jerks off to his own ass. Who the fuck said that, asshole? Let's see. I'm a Jew. Like you said, I'm a Jew from New York. Any Jews here? Anybody have Summer House in the Hamptons, a Mercedes, season's tickets to the Knicks or Rangers? Anybody with a big nose? Come on. My favorite period of Jewish history was 4,000 years ago when the Jews were wandering around the desert trying to find the Upper East Side or the 5 towns. I'm not religious. Like, the only time I believe in God is when I need a favor. Like, if somebody I know who I owe money to and is dying, I'll say, please God, no miracles this time, let the motherfucker die. Or if I'm sick and I gotta go to the doctor, I'll say, please God, anything but cancer, heart disease, diabetes, arthritis. I hope you're still not mad at me for marrying that chick, sir. Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn, Brookdale Hospital. It used to be known as Bethel Hospital, but they changed it to Brookdale in '42 when Hitler was winning the war. It's the only hospital in New York City where the doctors did the doctors had Hitler mustaches and did the Nazi salute. I grew up in the '50s. I was a big baseball fan. My favorite player on the Yankees was the Mickey Mantle. I read his autobiography 10 times. I won number 7 in Little League, and I used to show up for all the games either drunk or stoned, just like the Mick. My favorite Jew in the Yankees was the general manager. They finally got a Jew in the 70s, Ronnie Bloomberg. Have you ever heard of him? The only problem is Mayor Bloomberg was a better ball player than that piece of shit. I was talking to this guy I know from Tampa. He just moved there from Lauderdale. He says he loves it on the West Coast. But the thing he misses most about Lauderdale is he hasn't seen a big nose in 3 months. Thank you. I was talking to this Jew who lives on the Upper East Side. He just dumped his wife for a hot young Russian chick. Believe that? The only problem, don't feel bad for his wife. She gets the summer house in the Hamptons, the East Side apartment, the Mercedes, and the bitch is getting $5 million in cash. And any woman here, what are you doing here? You should be on the Upper East Side trying to get some Jew to marry you, so you could be set for life, instead of spinning your wheels with the jerk off you're with. Don't you want to get out of this rat race, women? You're being like, you're afraid to, like, you know, show your feelings in front of your husband, okay. Harvard University did a study on human behavior. It showed that women are more attracted to Upper East Side Jews than black guys with 10-inch cocks. You believe that shit? No. It proves the old adage, women would rather have money than cock, you know? I couldn't believe it either, really. So my son just got a new girlfriend. He's in the infatuation stage right now. That means he's getting laid more than once a week. Is anybody in the infatuation stage getting laid more than once a week? He just met the family. The mother is in great shape, which means that his chick is not going to blow up right after the wedding. Is this fucking thing working? And I tell you, the father's really nice. The guy smokes weed, which is, you know. Yeah, let's say blows a, yeah, and I just bought this unbelievable weed. It's 500 an ounce. It is so expensive. I only use it for special occasions, like the Knicks are playing the Heat. I have a hooker coming over, or there's a family get together. I was in a bar. I was in this bar Saturday night. Any other times I smoked the regular shit. I was in this bar Saturday night, and this guy says, The guy, I must have smelled like weed, because this guy said, "There smells like marijuana in here." He was some asshole Republican who listens to Rush in his car, uses Bill O'Reilly as his masturbatory object. And all his girlfriends look like Fox News Channel anchors. They all have blonde hair, fake tits, and are all hideous looking. And all the women, there were a lot of hot women in this bar, and they were all with they were with guys. I love these confident guys that get all the hot looking women, you know? You know? I used to have confidence 20 years ago when I did coke. What a great drug. When you were fucking a chick, you could last forever. When I was playing ball, I thought I was Larry Bird. And when I was working in my pharmacy, everybody used to laugh whatever I said. Whatever I said, one of my customers used to laugh. I wish I had some coke right now, you know, because I could use a fucking laugh. Everybody was doing coke. Everybody was doing coke. In the 80s, the happiest place to be was in a bathroom on Wall Street. And the only thing is, it made you paranoid. It did make you paranoid. Like if I was open in a corner and you didn't pass me the ball, I would threaten to kill you. And I once went to a football game, and I thought the huddle was talking about me. That usually gets a bigger laugh. So. Yeah, I know this woman has one of the most incredible asses I've ever seen, and she's really smart. She knows who the President of the United States is, and she also knows who was in charge before Obama took over. She told me it was Dick Cheney. You got to be really smart to know that George Bush was a front for Dick Cheney, and that Cheney really ran the country for those 8 years. You know, so I asked this woman to move in with me. You know. She wants a $100,000 line of credit and a weekly allowance. I can see the weekly allowance, but $100,000 for a nice ass, and you know who the President of the United States is? Woman, can you help me here? What should an unbelievable ass, a brain, average tits, and average face go for, you know?
Not that much.
Right.
1,200.
$1 million.
Who said $1 million?
Over like $20.
Blonde hair.
It's not a big deal.
All right, calm down, people. I would say I give it a weekly allowance and give her a credit card with a $5,000 credit limit on it. You know, she's worth. And I know this woman.
Get that.
I know this woman. She has more baggage. She's really nice. She has more baggage than a non-stop Delta jet from Nicaragua to JFK. Can't you fucking put that on vibrate, motherfucker? God damn it.
Jeez.
She has more baggage than a non-stop Delta jet from Nicaragua to JFK. Nobody on that plane is ever going back to Nicaragua unless they get deported. Her asshole son, who's 30, doesn't have a girlfriend. He's not even a Jew. He still lives at home. She has a dog named Rocky who's on chemo.
Aww.
I swear to God, he needs 2 more rounds. He might need a transfusion. According to his living will, he's not going to go on a respirator or get a feeding tube. She has a nephew with CP. You know what CP is?
No.
Cerebral palsy.
Oh.
If David Letterman did a top 10 list on this woman's priority, I wouldn't be on it. I can't be with a woman if I'm not on our top 10 list, you know? Because you never get laid, and you never get to meet anybody in the family. I'm not going to meet the asshole son. I'll never see Rocky before he dies. And I'm dying to meet this nephew with CP. I almost dated a woman with CP.
Oh.
She wouldn't go out with me because she's told me she doesn't go out with albino Jews, you know? Okay, I'm a pharmacist. I work for Rite Aid. I don't know if ever, you know, if you ever want to come in, my wait time is 20 minutes. But I am flexible though. Like if you tell me that you're going to call my district manager and get me fired if I can't do it in less than 20 minutes, I'll rush it for you, you know? Also, if the woman's hot, what? I don't know what you're saying. And if the woman's hot, you have a gun or you have a load of shit in your pants, I'll also rush it for you. We had this like, in a waiting area, we have like a blood pressure machine. People will take their blood pressure and then ask me to comment on what the reading is. I'll go, 120 over 80, that's excellent. 110 over 70, what do you want to live forever? 240 over 190. You're probably gonna die in your sleep tonight. And I have this lady that calls me up every day and asks me the same question. She asks me the same freaking question every day. She's an old lady. And she has memory loss, so whatever you tell her, she forgets in like a minute. And the question is, are geriatrics as good as brand name? So I said, you mean generics, generics. So I said, yes, what the fuck is with you? Am I boring you that much? Fucking real, man. Like generics is, so I tell her, listen, generics are just as good, and plus you save a lot of money. You save a lot of money. Does that answer your question, you dumb, stupid, smelly cunt bitch? And then I say, do you have any other questions? And she goes, are geriatrics as good as brand name? I said, listen, I'll tell you what, you dumb. When I get out of here, when I close work at 9 o'clock, I'm going to come over to your house, and I'm going to shove my big hairy cock right in your fucking mouth. And then I'm going to chloroform you, okay, you fucking bitch, because I can't stand being bothered by you every fucking day. Thank you very much.
All right, come on, let's keep this party rolling, yeah. All right.